Hi, I'm Jen, and I'm a member of the Curious About the Sale Committee for HGB, and I want to talk to you about working and volunteering at the Handweavers Guild of Boulder sale in 2021. So, to sell your stuff at the sale or to display your work in the showcase, you have to be a member of the guild first of all. So be sure that you have your dues paid no later than the September evening guild meeting. And you have some options. You can participate in the sale as a volunteer, or you can do it as an artist selling your items. And both are great, and we welcome everybody who wants to participate in our sale. And if you're going to do it as an artist, you need to be sure that you're selling items and that when you're selling the items, you're required to work a certain number of shifts per either the amount of items that you are selling or their dollar value amount, whichever is higher. I will show you a chart about that. So here you can see the shifts, the number of items, and the dollar amount for selling your items at the sale. So for example, let's say you had 8 items in the sale, then you would work 1 shift, regardless of the dollar amount. If, for example, you had 27 items in the sale, and their dollar value was under $1,000, then you would be required to work 2 shifts at the sale. And for one final example, let's say you had 48 items at the sale, but their value was about $1,800. Then you would be required to work 3 shifts at the sale as the dollar amount is greater than the number of items. So that's pretty much how it works at our sale. Whichever is greater, the number of items or the dollar amount, that's the number of shifts that you'd be required to work at the sale. And of course, if you're volunteering, there is no requirement. You can work as many shifts as you'd like. So for working or volunteering at the sale, there are a variety of positions that you can use. They all count as shifts, such as being a setup person, a greeter, a bagger, a cashier, sales floor, props, check-in, check-out, cleanup, and more. Some involve standing often or sitting down and the use of computers. The shifts that involve using computers will have required training, which will usually also count as a shift credit. Shift times vary by position, but they are usually 3 to 6 hours in length. After mid-August, if you have paid your guild dues, you will receive an email from our annual sales shift maven, Wendy Hall, with information about signing up for shifts for the annual sale. The program that we use for signing up for shifts is called When to Work, and Wendy Hall will guide you through that process. It's very easy. When you show up for your shift at the sale, you will be guided by someone to check in and on where to go to work. Once you've signed up for your shifts, if your shift requires training, you will be contacted by email or phone by somebody to do that training. Most shifts do not require training. However, ones that involve the use of technology such as cashier do require training, and the training often counts as a shift credit. Working at the sale is also a time to connect with other members of the guild as well as the public and other artists and creators. It's a great time to make new friends, to get to work together side by side with other members of the guild, and as well as to see new techniques and become very inspired in your own work. I cannot recommend volunteering or working at the sale enough. I volunteered before I actually sold items in the sale because I was a little unsure about it. And when I volunteered, I got to see exactly what was expected, how it worked, and I got very inspired for items to put in the sale. So I highly recommend it, and I hope this helps you.